And leading off with your local happenings, starting off with the state legislature in Jefferson City. Missouri lawmakers approved criminal justice reform bill, Senate Bill 1, which expands the number of expungible offenses in the state's criminal code. The General Assembly approved the bill during the final week of the 2019 legislative session, sending it to the governor's desk for his consideration. The video features sound bites from Senator Kiki Curls of Kansas City, who sponsored the legislation, and Senator Ed Emery of Lamar. And we've got some video from the state Senate on that bill, and we'll take a look.
By a vote of 34 aye and 0 no, the bill has received a constitutional majority and is declared passed.
The Missouri General Assembly gave its final approval to a bill that expands the number of expungible offenses in Missouri's criminal code. Senate Bill 1 allows for expungement of the following crimes: stealing, property damage in the first degree, possession of a forging instrumentality, and fraudulent use of a credit device or debit device. Under Missouri law, expunged convictions are sealed, meaning they can only be viewed by certain state entities, such as courts or law enforcement agencies, but are not viewable by non-governmental organizations, such as a private employer conducting a background check. Expungement is only available under certain conditions. Dangerous felonies are ineligible, as are offenses that require registration as a sex offender. Typically, there's a mandatory waiting period, 3 years for misdemeanors and 7 years for felonies. State law also limits per-person lifetime expungements to only 2 misdemeanors and 1 felony. The sponsor of the bill believes it will give many Missourians the opportunity to move beyond past mistakes.
You know, folks sometimes make mistakes when they're teenagers, and by the time they've gotten to 50 or 60, many of those offenses are still on their record. It becomes very difficult for them to be able to obtain work, jobs, and other things, of course, they're wanting to do to live a pretty fruitful and successful life. So this is about giving those folks second chances that have made mistakes, but then, you know, haven't suffered any other infractions since then.
One senator supports the bill, but says it's still important to enforce and uphold the law.
But that does give me some concern that we are, instead of trying to figure out a way so that society is somehow restored in their respect for the law, we're just simply trying to take away some of the consequences that have formerly happened when they have disobeyed the law. And I hope we don't use one to excuse the other.
The General Assembly approved Senate Bill 1 during the final week of the 2019 legislative session, sending it to the governor's desk for his consideration. Reporting from the state capitol in Jefferson City, I'm Zachary Rieger.